All right, this is my review of the new Shanny Nikon wireless flash, and I'm gonna tell you how I'm gonna go about doing this review. But first, let me show you what we're reviewing today. We're reviewing this little baby right here. This is the new Shanny SN910TX, and this is their new flash, the SN910EX-RF. These are the two items that we're going to review today. But as you can see, I really like Shanny product. I have the SN, the N, the 910 Plus, which these two here, the 910 Plus, and the SN, this one here, these are essentially the exact same flashes. From what I read, the reason for the 910 Plus name is it was made for a different market. That I'm not sure of. I still purchased it because I thought it was something different, but it turns out to be the exact same thing as the SN. The SN, and then I have just the plain, the N there. Okay, so I also want to answer some questions that a lot of people have about the YN622s, if the new flash works with the YN622 system. And I've done a little pre-testing, and I can tell you, yes, it does work. Despite what Shanny says about the third-party compatibility, it does work. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my trusty Sekonic meter here. And what I'm going to do, because I don't have any other flashes to compare it to, I used to own the Nikon, the SB600, and I sold the SB600, which I paid roughly, I think, $375 for it when it was new. I believe I sold it for $250 used, and for $250 you can actually buy two of these flashes. Now the newer flash, the 910EX-RF, I was able to find it online at tomtop.com for $152, and it was $10 for the shipping. So I've had it for about 3 months or so. Everywhere else it was $230, way out of my range. The trigger, the 910, the remote trigger here, I was able to find on each shot for $38.99, I believe it was. Free shipping. You can buy these now on eBay. For the flash, I've seen a lot of places for $140 from China and Hong Kong, free shipping. And the 910TX, anywhere from $50 to $55, I believe, on eBay. But I got it from eatshot.com for $38.99 free shipping. So the way I'm going to test, I'm going to use my Sekonic meter. I'm going to set up a scene, use my Sekonic meter, use only the 910EX to do the shoot with, set everything up manually, meter the scene using the 910EX-RF, meter the scene, and get a properly exposed scene using my Sekonic meter. Then what I'll do, I'll use the 910 here. Let me turn it on so you can see what it looks like. I'll use the 910 TX and the flash and TTL to get an exposure, to take the picture. Remember, I only do it in manual just to get the initial shot based on the readings that my cyclonic meter give me. And then I will shoot using TTL. I'll do an adjustment up, down. I also have this is what the box looks like. I also have the manual and the warranty card that came with the 910TX. So I'm not going to go through the features and everything, but I can tell you one thing is that the display on the 910TX matches what's found on the back of that's found on the back. So they match exactly. The button layout on the EX and the 910 are exactly the same. So where you see for the control, it says select on the 910. On the flash unit itself, here, let's go and put this in. Oops. Put this in. Whenever you push the button, the backlight comes on, so I just have to wait for it to go off. Now, one thing I will say about the, I'm trying to hold this as still as possible. And here, if I hold the 910 up next to, you see, it's basically the exact same thing. You have your groups, A, B, C. Then you have whether you have some compensation, either up, down. You have your channels, the group, all of those type of things. I can tell you it works. It mirrors the exact same thing that's on the back of the flash. What I'm primarily concerned about is will the YN give you the same exposure, the same control that the 910TX does. And from some shots I did earlier, I can tell you it does work. But if you're anything like me, I need to see it for myself. So, one thing I am concerned about, though, the new 910 system is Nikon's new totally wireless, no optical at all. Now, back over to the other three flashes, the 910 Plus, the SN, and the N flash, those are optical based. The new system, it's all wireless based. There's no optical. Now, you have other competitors on the market today too, such as Pixel with their TT, I think it's 685. That's the Pro model. No, I'm getting that confused. That's Godox TT 685. The Godox TT 685, I believe. Now, they have a completely radio-based system also, but it's also optical as well as radio-based. I have a lot of Godox products. I really think Godox make a lot of nice product. Godox right now is, in my opinion, is kind of leading the pack with their new strobes, flashes, their totally wireless system for Nikon and Canon, triggers that you can use with basically any flash on the market, which is all wireless, which I think is really, really great. Pixel also, and I mentioned those two because those are roughly in the same category and price range as the Shanty. I think the Godox TTL, their Nikon wireless system flash is maybe about $112, and the Pixel I believe is about $145 for their system. And they also have wireless based triggers, and their flashes are also wireless and optical. Now, this is what I'm thinking. Because you have a completely wireless based system such as the Yanuo, you have the controller and you have a receiver, which will allow you to use the controller on any flash as long as you have the receiver. Here, I'm really hoping that Shanty will follow suit of the young Newell. You have the controller, the wireless controller, and hopefully they will have a wireless receiver that will also go along with their wireless controller that will allow you now to work Shanty's optical flashes into their wireless system, because this system will not communicate with this system, with the optical system at all, only via S1 and S2. But that's these are set as a slave, and they fire when they see the main flash fire. So I'm really hoping that Shanty, if you're listening, Christina over at Shanty, I sent you an email asking you that very question. So I'm hoping that you're going to have a wireless-based system with not only just a trigger, but a receiver like the YN does that allow you to also incorporate the optical-based systems, just like everything else. You don't want to have this and lose this, because I don't want to have to get rid of all of my optical-based flashes from Shanty in order to go with a totally wireless system. Because I really do like Shanty product. I really do like the fact that you have the power connector on the side. Really like that.